Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat declares Impur Assembly Constituency is vacant. Directorate of School Education reminds heads of government schools in regard to fee structure. E-Sanjeevani crosses another milestone by touching 9 crore teleconsultations mark. And Startup India Innovation Week being organized from today. Now the news in detail. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat has informed that with the demise of Dr. Imti Iyer, elected member of the 13th Nagaland Legislative Assembly from Impur Assembly Constituency, the Impur Assembly Constituency seat has become vacant with effect from 8 January. MLA and former Nagaland Legislative Assembly Speaker Dr. Imti Iyer passed away on Friday last after a brief illness. Directorate of School Education has reminded heads of all government schools in regard to fee structure which is to be followed in government schools functioning within the state of Nagaland. The Directorate has further reiterated that no admission fee and exam fee will be collected from students up to Class 8 except that to be paid to the Nagaland Board of School Education as per the Right to Information Act 2009. Government's free telemedicine service, E-Sanjeevani, has crossed another milestone by touching 9 crore teleconsultations mark. E-Sanjeevani is a national telemedicine service that strives to provide an alternative to conventional physical consultations through a digital platform. Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya said E-Sanjeevani is giving wings to India's digital health journey and ensuring quality healthcare services to patients digitally, even in remote regions of the country. The E-Sanjeevani Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers is a doctor-to-doctor telemedicine service to provide general and specialized health services in rural areas. It enables virtual connection between the beneficiary at wellness centers and doctors and specialists at the hub. Startup India Innovation Week is being organized from today to celebrate the Indian startup ecosystem and National Startup Day. The Innovation Week is intended to foster a spirit of entrepreneurship and innovation in the country. The Commerce and Industry Ministry said knowledge-sharing sessions for entrepreneurs, aspiring entrepreneurs, officials, incubators, corporates, and investors will be organized during the Startup India Innovation Week. The ministry said as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations, various startup-related events are being organized in more than 75 places across the country. The events include workshops for women entrepreneurs, training of incubators, mentorship workshops, capacity building workshops, and startup pitching sessions. The ministry said Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade will organize the felicitation ceremony for the winners of National Startup Awards 2022 to commemorate National Startup Day on 16th of January. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News Kohima. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman informed that for next 25 years, India is focusing on 4 I's: infrastructure, investment, innovation, and inclusion for inclusive growth. Addressing the audience at a plenary session on the topic harnessing the potential of diaspora entrepreneurs, particularly women, towards an inclusive approach to nation building during 17th Pravasi Bharatiya Divas Convention in Indore today, she informed that in 2022, 7,400 crore UPI transactions amounting to 125 lakh crore rupees were made in India. So that's the extent to which digital payment portals have succeeded, she said. Describing the one district, one product policy of the central government, the finance minister said that every district today in India has been identified for one unique product. Both central and state governments are working together. One district, one product has been identified for active promotion of that particular product. Citing NASSCOM report, Sitharaman informed that Indian IT companies in the US directly hired 207,000 Americans with an average wage of $1,06,360 in 2021, registering a growth of 22% in employment post the pandemic. The Unique Identification Authority of India, UIDAI, has issued a set of guidelines for offline verification seeking entities, OVSEs. The step has been taken to ensure better safety mechanism at user level and to enhance residents' trust while using Aadhaar voluntarily for lawful purposes. The organizations conducting offline verification of an Aadhaar number holder for a lawful purpose are called OVSEs. Electronics and Information Technology Ministry said entities have been informed to perform verification of Aadhaar after explicit consent of the Aadhaar number holder. These entities need to be courteous to residents and assure them about the security and confidentiality of their Aadhaar while conducting offline verification. UIDAI has also asked OVSEs to verify Aadhaar through QR code present on Aadhaar letter, e-Aadhaar, M-Aadhaar, and Aadhaar PVC card instead of accepting Aadhaar in physical or electronic form as a proof of identity. UIDAI has informed OVSEs that verification entities generally should not collect, use or store Aadhaar number of the resident after having conducted offline verification of Aadhaar. The plenary session of the first meeting of G20 Working Group on Global Partnership for Financial Inclusion began in Kolkata this morning. Union Minister for Tribal Affairs Arjun Munda delivered the inaugural address at the meeting. In his inaugural address, Munda stressed the need for just and equitable development of all, reiterating India's vision of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. He said, "We strive for a human-centric globalization where no one is left behind." Munda said, "As we navigate through these turbulent times in a sustainable, holistic and responsible manner, the process of financial inclusion enables us to find a way for better currency management." The Union Minister later participated in a sensitization program of financial literacy for the school children at the Wiswa Bangla Convention Centre. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the 26th National Youth Festival at Hubballi in Karnataka on Thursday. The program is being held on National Youth Day, which is celebrated on the birth anniversary of Swami Vivekananda, to honor and cherish his ideals, teachings and contributions. The National Youth Festival is held every year to provide exposure to the country's talented youth at a national level, along with galvanizing them towards nation building. It brings diverse cultures from all parts of the country on a common platform and unites the participants in the spirit of Ek Bharat, Shresth Bharat. The festival is being held in Hubballi, Dharwad in Karnataka from 12 to 16 January with the theme Viksit Yuva, Viksit Bharat. The festival will witness the Youth Summit, which will witness plenary discussions on the 5 themes stemming from G20 and Y20 events. The themes are future of work, industry, innovation and 21st century skills, climate change and disaster risk reduction, peace building and reconciliation, shared future, youth in democracy and governance, and health and wellness, well-being. The summit will witness participation of more than 60 eminent experts. Several competitive and non-competitive events will also be held. Competitive events will include folk dances and songs and will be held to provide an impetus to local traditional cultures. Non-competitive events will include Yogathon, which aims to mobilize close to 10 lakh people to do yoga. And now it's when the news, here are main points again. Nagaland Legislative Assembly Secretariat declares Impur Assembly Constituency as vacant. Directorate of School Education reminds heads of government schools in regard of fee structure. E-Sanjeevani crosses another milestone by touching 9 crore teleconsultations mark. And Startup India Innovation Week being organized from today. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.